Hey guys, welcome back to Hypertora. I've got my Taffy mail for July here. It arrived at the beginning of the week. I've only just got a chance to open it because I've been visiting family, so I wasn't here to accept it, but I've got it now. It's reasonably heavy and it feels reasonably full, although I don't know how much of that's going to be packing peanuts. So let's open this up and see what's inside. So these have been arriving a little bit earlier than they usually did. They used to coincide with the Tokyo Treat, which is done for me this month, depending when Tokyo Treat comes. I think Tokyo Treat was a little bit earlier than it usually is this month. But this usually didn't arrive to around the 20th. This arrived, I think, around the 17th for me, which is quite good. So they're getting these out a bit earlier. As usual, we get greeted with a lot of sort of packing peanuts to start off with. And I can see plenty of stuff sticking out of that. So I'm going to start off at the top. We have some Yum Yum candy cones. So these look like your ice cream cones with a kind of marshmallow sweet on the inside. So that's a really nice start. They're really cool. I love those kind of things. We've got some Twizzlers Nibs candy. So they're tiny little bits of licorice, Twizzlers licorice. And there, it's red licorice obviously, which is okay with me. I hate black licorice, but red licorice I'm generally fine with. So that's a nice addition. And both things, we've had Twizzlers before, but sort of in a sense, new things that we haven't had before. We've got some Kool-Aid. We seem to get a lot of Kool-Aid with these boxes. I'm slowly gathering up a kind of collection of these. And the fact this one's great means I'm probably slightly more likely to even give this one a try. Because I absolutely love grape flavoured things. It's just something we don't have in the UK. I seem to see it a lot in Japan and the America candy based things. Grape flavouring is just something we really don't get much stuff over here unless you're getting grape juice to drink. We got some jaw busters, so some the original jaw breakers according to this. So that'd be interesting to try out. We've got some Airheads Extremes Bites. So I think we've had something like this. We've definitely had Airheads before. And I think these look very familiar. So I think we've had these kind of things in a Taffy mail box before. With our American candy. They're just sour, sugary rainbow sweets. And we've got a little bite-sized turtle. These are normally chocolate with a kind of caramelly or hazelnutty centre. Again, we've had that before in a box. So we seem to have a savoury snack here. Beer battered onion rings. So that's going to be something interesting to try out. I don't think we've had beer battered onion rings before, at least not onion crisps. That's going to be really interesting. It's probably obviously not beer battered onion rings, it's probably a type of crisp. If it's like the onion rings we get in the UK that are crisps, they're just onion flavoured. If they're actual onions battered in things which I expect with onion rings you get when you go to a restaurant rather than the crisps, I'll be quite surprised. What else do we have? So we've got a Hershey's chocolate bar. It's a Symphony, creamy milk chocolate, almonds and toffee chips. We've not had one of these before, so that's going to be something different to try out. We have some Mike and Ike's. So we've definitely had these in a box before. We've got cherry, grape and orange flavour in here, which I certainly think are my favourite flavours of these. To me, the closest things I can sort of refer these to are jelly beans, though they have a slightly different tang or taste to them than jelly beans do. We got some nerds. So we've got raspberry, framboise, and tropical punch, which is I don't think I think I've had the raspberry before. I'm not sure about the tropical punch. So it's really interesting to get these, especially the fact that they're dual flavoured as well. And we've had some massive boxes of these before. So it's nice to get a lot of small one, just to try out the different flavours. Oh, we got some Pop-Tarts. We got frosted chocolate chip Pop-Tarts. So we've had various Pop-Tarts before. We've had small packets and large packets of these. I actually want to try some of these out toasted. I haven't really toasted many of the Pop-Tarts I've had before. It's always an acquired taste, I find, at least for the kind of wheat they use. It's a very different kind of flavour to snacks like we get in the UK. So, yeah. We have some stacks, basically Pringles to me. They're by Frito-Lay, which is American chips or slash crisps company. So this is pizza flavoured. I think we've had cheeseburger flavoured before, I think. I'm not sure if we've had pizza flavoured before. So nonetheless, it's that I'm looking forward to that. I think we may have had a pizza flavoured set of crisps before, so I'm not sure if that's a repeat. We've got some cherry pink lemonade sweets. We get something like this inside each of these boxes as a bit of a repeat. Oh, we got another premium item. Haha, we got fireworks Oreo. So obviously 4th of July was this month. So they've gone with some fireworks. So this is Oreos with popping candy inside. I didn't even know something like this existed with popping candy on the inside. That's going to be hilarious to try out. So Oreos have made their way onto the UK shelves over the last few years. So it's really nice to see some really different flavours that we just don't see in the UK. That's amazing. And that's obviously, because I get the larger premium box of this, that's obviously going to be a premium item. Though I can't fully tell that because they don't give us a list of what's from which box. I don't even know if what I get is different from what you guys would get. So our drink this month is Fanta Exotic. And I was really confused that they've changed the logo on it, and they changed the logo in the UK as well to this new Fanta logo. I saw it in the shops and I was sitting there going, is this a real Fanta or is it knockoff Fanta? But yeah, exotic Fanta, that's going to be really interesting to try out. We have all sorts of tropical before, but I don't think I've seen exotic. I don't know if there's going to be much difference there. We've got a Mr. Goodbar from Hershey's. We've had this in a Taffy mailbox before, so not too much different there. And we've got a Kit Kat dark as well. We've got Kit Kats in the UK. This is obviously going to be dark chocolate. I think we've had one of these in the boxes before as well. What else do we have? We have some sweet and salty pretzels in s'mores flavour. So we get these pretzels occasionally. They're quite nice. Actually, I don't know what the s'mores are going to taste like, but we've had the hot buffalo wing flavour before, which I absolutely love. I love the pretzels that were hot and spicy buffalo wings, which are pretty cool. So it'd be interesting to see what the s'more flavouring's like. I think around all this packing peanuts, that's everything that's in this box. So it feels around about the same as a Tokyo Treat box. There's obviously some bigger items in here. Value-wise, I think I only maybe just break even. Or I think some people have valued my boxes before, and obviously it's a lot more expensive than going out and buying these things in the States. They've got to be shipped here to the UK, and the company's got to make a profit. But again, it's for what I get, it's pretty pricey. So if you're from America and you know how much all of this costs, total it up and tell me what it is. I think I pay around £26 for this box, which is probably going to be around maybe $30, $30 to $35. I know the exchange rate for us in the UK is terrible lately from what it used to be. But yeah, I do maybe a lot of this stuff we've had before. I want to give the drink a try to see if it's any different from Tropical Fanta. Smells pretty similar. To me, that's pretty much the same or similar to what Tropical Fanta is going to be. Well, I can't quite remember what Tropical Fanta tastes like now, but it reminds me of Tropical Fanta. It may even be called Exotic over here now as well. So that's really interesting. I want to give these Oreos a try. And the nice thing about these is they've got this top here to open it, which I think, if you're lucky, reseals. So it looks like a normal Oreo, smells like an Oreo. I can see some popping candy in the cream there. It's a very light kind of portion of popping candy. You guys probably can't hear it. I can just sort of feel it and hear it in the back of my mouth. There isn't a great deal of popping candy in it, but I suppose you wouldn't want too much in this, otherwise it'd become too crunchy. Just enough to give, as you're eating it, a bit of a pop there. So that's rather interesting and different. I do want to see what these s'mores pieces are like, because they're on pretzels, which are always very interesting because they're very hard to eat. They're alright, they taste like s'mores. Obviously when I've had these before, I've had the buffalo wings, so my mouth was expecting a different flavour, as I hate that. But they're really nice. The nice thing about the American candy box is, if you've got a sweet tooth, it's one of the boxes to get because everything's so sugary and sweet. The Japanese boxes I get tend to have a mixture of things, but they're always very heavily weighted towards savoury snack items. When I wish sometimes they send a bit more in terms of sweet things. Yeah, so these look like the kind of savoury onion rings style things we eat in the UK. They're not actual onion rings that you get from a restaurant, which are rings of onion which are battered. These are probably flavoured like onion rings. There. And that's really nice as well. Yeah, that's a really nice flavouring for an onion ring. That tastes really good. A lot better. Most of the onion rings I think I get in the UK, which are like this for crisps, tend to be very cheap packets of crisps that you get for parties. So you don't tend to eat them very often, but that tastes like a really nice version of that. But I think that's everything I'm going to eat today, because we've had variations of all these things before, especially with the stacks and the pizza crisps. I swear we've had some pizza flavoured crisps before there, and then we've had nerds and all sorts of these things before, especially the Mike Tonight's jelly bean style things. But please do comment down below and let me know what your favourite item from this box was. I think I'm loving the Oreos and the drink, and it's going to be interesting to try out the pizza stacks, or I keep on wanting to call them Pringles, because of they're pretty much the same shape except for the container, which is slightly smaller. But yeah, do comment down below with your favourite. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed the video as well, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to see more unboxing videos and get notified every time I post a new video. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.